Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today we're diving into a truly incredible source document that lays out a story of brotherhood, perseverance, and a lasting legacy. We're exploring a monumental 50-year milestone at Northwestern State University, celebrating the Theta Delta chapter of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. It's an amazing look at how a groundbreaking vision half a century ago completely transformed both a campus and a community. Let's get right into it.
You know, every great legacy has to start somewhere, right? And it almost always starts with strong leadership. Our source material kicks off by deeply honoring Reverend Brother G. Stanley Lewis. He was the founder and the very first advisor of the Theta Delta chapter. Reverend Brother Lewis brought this uniquely fair and sensible leadership style to the young black men on campus during what was obviously a highly pivotal time. He literally paved the way for everything we're about to cover.
Section 1. A Groundbreaking Vision. Fall 1971.
Okay, to really appreciate the weight of this story, we've got to set the scene in Natchitoches, Louisiana. We are talking about a historic shift at a predominantly white university, and it happened fast. In the fall of 1971, the district representative of the 9th District visited and made it absolutely clear to administrators that they needed to establish an undergraduate Omega chapter. 22 young men initially stepped up to start that journey. And just a few months later, boom! May 20, 1972, the chapter is officially chartered.
Now, out of the 22 who originally started the process, exactly 18 brothers were officially made into the Theta Delta chapter on that spring day in '72, and they had the best name. They proudly called themselves the Funky 18. These 18 guys became the absolute bedrock for everything the chapter would go on to achieve.
I really want to emphasize the sheer magnitude of what the Funky 18 pulled off here. Having a Lampados Club for a black fraternity on a predominantly white university campus, that was a completely unheard of phenomenon. As the document explicitly points out, this wasn't just groundbreaking for the white Americans on campus. It was completely uncharted territory and a new phenomenon for the black Americans living in the Natchitoches area communities too. A real game changer.
Section 2. Excellence on Campus. Dominating the collegiate sphere.
Man, when they arrived, they did not just quietly blend in. The Theta Delta chapter made an immediate, undeniable impact on the fabric of NSU. These Omega men were literally everywhere. They built a powerful presence in the NAACP, the student government, and the prestigious Blue Key Honorary Society. They were standouts in collegiate sports, the university band, you name it. They were actively leading across the board.
But here's the thing. They didn't just excel outside the classroom, they absolutely dominated academically as well. A massive point of pride for the chapter is the President's Cup. Get this, on several different occasions, the Theta Delta brothers won this highly coveted cup simply for holding the highest grade point average of any Greek letter organization on the entire campus. That is no small feat.
And as you might expect, that level of academic supremacy naturally translated into some seriously prestigious individual honors. We're talking national recognition, with Omega men named in the registry of who's who among American universities and colleges. And, in a true testament to how much they were respected as campus leaders, an Omega man was even crowned Mr. NSU. Section 3. Uplifting the Community. Serving Natchitoches.
What's really special is that the Theta Delta story didn't just stop at the edge of the campus. These brothers rolled up their sleeves and got to work in the surrounding area too. They led crucial, hands-on community service efforts, like running the sickle cell anemia drive. They even went as far as adopting a local childcare center to make sure it was maintained and running safely, on top of consistently donating to local causes. They really proved that true brotherhood means serving the people around you.
Section 4. 50 years of legacy beyond the campus. So what happens when a group of highly driven, service-oriented men graduate? Well, you get a massive wave of professional excellence spreading across the country. After leaving NSU, Theta Delta brothers have become highly respected educators, doctors, nurses, and first responders. We're talking engineers, CPAs, attorneys, and city officials. Some even made their mark as pro football players and coaches. It's an incredible mastery of virtually every professional field out there.
But even with all that incredible professional success, they never forgot their roots. Since 1972, these Omega men have consistently traveled back to the NSU campus for homecomings and reunions. And, as our source highlights, during these events, they share a deeply special, ongoing bond with their Delta Sigma Theta sisters of the Iota Mu chapter. It's a genuine family connection that's totally stood the test of time.
Now, absolutely none of this 50-year history would have been possible without consistent guidance behind the scenes. The brothers of Theta Delta owe a lot to all the Omega men who stepped up as chapter advisors over the last 5 decades, really following in the footsteps of Brother Lewis. And of course, a huge shout out goes to the recent and current brothers who are actively keeping this mighty legacy alive and well today.
And what exactly are they keeping alive? Well, it all boils down to the organization's 4 cardinal principles: manhood, scholarship, perseverance, uplift. These 4 pillars are the very foundation that has guided the Theta Delta chapter's phenomenal success from day one in 1972 right up to this exact moment.
Which brings us right to this incredible milestone, 50 years. Half a century of breaking down barriers, achieving academic dominance, serving the local community, and building this unbeatable network of professionals. A huge congratulations to the Theta Delta chapter on 50 incredible years of service and brotherhood.
I want to leave you with a thought to chew on as we wrap up. When we look back at the monumental impact of these past 50 years, the firsts, the academic cups, the diverse careers, the community service, how will the next generation take these cardinal principles and carry them into the future? The foundation was flawlessly laid by the Funky 18 and everyone who followed. Now the exciting part is seeing where the legacy goes from here. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. And as always, keep learning.